My name is Specialist Frosty. I'm one of the guards. You just watched the last guard change, so you just saw me come off. Did a quick change, come out here and talk to you guys for a few. Where is this group from? Where is it? Iowa. Where at Iowa? Okay, I lived in Bettendorf.
Oh.
Bettendorf, Davenport. Yep. Quad Cities, Moline. Fly there like next week. So if there's any questions that you guys want to ask, this is your chance. Anything you want to know about the tomb, the cemetery, DC, anything. I got a lot of information crammed into my brain doing this job, so I'll be happy to answer anything.
What made you decide to do this?
I wanted to become a tomb guard because my grandfather was a Chinook loadmaster in the Vietnam War, and during/afterward, he flew unknowns from point A to point B from the war. And when I was growing up, he would tell me stories and show me pictures of it. So this was kind of my way of continuing to honor unknown soldiers, even though there's not a Vietnam unknown out there right now. But yeah. So.
Cool.
You had your hand up pretty quick earlier. No. Nope, that is not true. And the swearing is also not true either. Yes.
How long do you have to stay up there every day?
It's 30 minutes during the summer and 1 hour during the winter. So from October to April, it's 1 hour. But when we're on shift, we're here for 26 hours. So I got here at 5 o'clock this morning, and I'll leave at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning.
It gets super hot when you're in a full uniform.
Absolutely. So that uniform is completely wool. It does not breathe. It sucks. But it does get very hot. So we always, and the reflection of the marble and the granite outside that we're on also doesn't help really much either. So we always add about 10 to 15 degrees to the current heat index is roughly what we're feeling outside. So we have become masters at Pedialyte, Gatorade, liquid IVs, and a lot of water.
Are the uniforms for the summer and the winter the same?
No, so once it drops below a certain temperature, we go into an overcoat, which is just a really thick looking trench coat, and we don't wear any metals or anything on it. It's a scarf. So, and then when it rains, we have a raincoat that's basically just a military grade trash bag. It doesn't really do very much, but it's a raincoat, essentially. So I can't give away the exact number of guards that we have on duty today or like ever, but we have a platoon-sized group that rotates in 3 different shifts. So if you Google what a squad-sized group is in the Army, you can pretty much figure out how many people we have on duty today.
What's the selection process and the training that goes?
I'll tell them about all this.
Okay.
Yeah, but if you have any, yeah, go for it.
If you guys got time.
Yeah, please.
So the selection process, it's all volunteer. So none of us are forced to be here. If you want to leave, you can leave. Once you volunteer, you go through a 26-hour selection process. After that selection period, if you are selected, you go into a 2 to 4 week training cycle. After that training cycle, you'll take a test. If you pass that test, you officially become a tomb guard. You transfer to our unit and you start guarding once you are trained up enough outside and in your uniform. You'll go through a series of 4 other tests in order to earn your tomb guard identification badge, and that can take anywhere from 6 to 18 months to earn your badge. So it's a very long, extensive process.
So in regards to your uniform, like obviously you just sweated a bunch. Like, do you have another uniform that you'll wear later, or do you have to groom and get that one ready for the next time?
Ideally, no. Ideally, we go through 1 uniform a day. There are some very, very heavy sweaters, like myself, that it's kind of gross, honestly. We'll get salt stains from our sweat coming through the uniform, and it starts to turn white, and it's not supposed to be white. So Windex is our best friend to try to get that out. However, if you can't get it out, we do all have a second uniform ready at all times if you really need to, but we would prefer not to go.
But it's like polished, and your hair has to be a certain way.
2 haircuts a week. Shoes have to get shined every day, not in between each walk. Shoes get shined every day. Uniform gets repressed every day. We wipe everything down when we come inside because we all sweat on our stuff. So we got to wipe it all off.
How many rotations between your next shit, like the next time you go out?
I go back out at 11 o'clock. We don't have a lot of people out here today. So you have to earn your way out the door each day through knowledge and uniform. So how many people go out the door that day will dictate how often you go out. So we rotate. You won't see somebody go out once and then come out again the next hour, the next change and all that. pretty much ever, because it's just too hot to do something like that. So we have a schedule that once you earn your way onto the schedule, we follow that throughout the day. So I just came off at 10, I go back up at 11, and then I'll come down at 11:30 and go back up at 12:30. So I'm up every other hour now, every hour. Yes.
How long have you been a tomb guard?
10 months. Just hit my 10-year anniversary, or 10-month anniversary.
Crazy.
Whoa.
How has COVID affected your guys' experience?
Absolutely nothing. So the public wasn't here, the cemetery was closed. We did the exact same guard change. The dude went out there and gave a little spiel to a bunch of empty steps saying remain silent and standing. It was kind of weird, honestly, but it did not affect us. We are all now fully vaccinated in the Tomb Guard platoon, so it no longer affects us. There was some changes to the sequence to make some higher level people happy, where there was no weapons inspection and the guard was not within 6 feet of each other. And pretty much the uniform inspection and weapons inspection is the only time that we're really within 6 feet of each other anyways throughout a guard change. So that was about the only change that we had. In what sense? So there's a process if you have a uniform malfunction or an issue with the weapon, or you're not too standard, to send the guard back downstairs. Either fix the deficiency if it can be fixed quickly, or we are all trained to change from any uniform into another uniform in 3 minutes or less, out the door in less than 5 minutes. So in the event that we have a major uniform malfunction, like my metals rack exploded or something, we could have another guard out the door within 5 minutes. That's one of our grading aspects. If you fail to change from one uniform into another in less than 3 minutes, you fail your test automatically, regardless of how well you did everything else. So.
Can you earn a guard before?
No, yes and no. So the old guard is a active infantry regiment that is deployable by definition. However, we do not deploy. The honor guard and the ceremonies that we conduct in the funerals is our sole main responsibility. But our secondary duty is protection of the National Capital Region. So if there was to be a attack in the area, we would respond, such as 9/11. The old guard was one of the first units to respond during 9/11. So that's our secondary / primary mission, I guess.
So there's somebody out there 24/7.
Ever since July 2nd, 1937, there's been a 24-hour guard posted. So we switch the guards throughout the night, and yep, it's never been left unguarded. 30,718 days. Today's 718 days. We keep track of it. Yes.
Why do you guard it?
So from 1921 to 1925, the tomb was not a guard. So World War I unknowns occurred in 1921. During that period, children were playing gambling games like crap and blackjack and poker on the tomb. People used to just be able to walk up to it and do whatever you want. If you look really, really closely at the tomb, you can actually see chips of the marble missing, because people would come and remove it and take it as a souvenir, as a memento, which they found was very disrespectful. So in 1925, the first guard was posted, which was a civilian guard employed by the cemetery. 1926, the first military guard was posted. And then that was still open to close the cemetery, but it still wasn't until 1937 that President Coolidge issued the order for us to guard 24 hours a day. Anything else?
How long can you serve as a guard? Is there a extended?
It's a minimum of 2 years as a guard. However, based on your contract with the Army, can dictate a little bit less or more. If you got 4 months left in your contract, when you hit that 2-year mark and you plan on getting out, they're not going to move you from the platoon up top again, up to the main regiment. They'll keep you here until you ETS. But it all just depends. We have 2 guards here that have over 1,000 walks outside. I'm doing 5 today, and I've been here for 10 months, and I've done 230 walks. And these guys have done over 1,000 walks. So they've just been here for 4 years now. I don't want to shine shoes that much.
What's your favorite thing about being a sentinel?
This. He came downstairs and was like, hey, you want to go out and talk to a group? I'm like, yes. Change real quick. I love talking to people.
That's awesome.
I don't know why. I've always liked talking to people. I do all the massive briefs. I briefed basically the entire American Legion the other day. We had like their national commander and everybody out here. So it was like 200 people I was talking to. So yeah, this is my favorite part. I love this.